Big, incredible, great news this afternoon as Mitch McConnell's future as majority head is in trouble. Cue Atlanta. Cue the housewives. Nene Leakes needs to have a saying about this. It's just like, darling, you didn't show up to my party, my dinner date from hell last Thursday, so you're not part of this group anymore. Well, Mitch McConnell will maybe no longer be part of the group of the people determining your stimulus check. In fact, he may have nothing to do with your stimulus check, nothing to do about your hazard pay, nothing to do about your FPUC. If 2 seats in Georgia fall to the Democrats in a January runoff. This is the shocking news, and this is Being a Mitch. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Being a Mitch with shocking breaking developments minutes ago as not one, but 2 Senate races are heading to a runoff. We learned minutes ago. 2 Senate Georgia races are heading to a runoff, and if both go Democratic, Mitch McConnell needs to book himself on a reality show. The real lives of useless and elected officials. It's really shocking. And suddenly your big stimulus, your big bold stimulus, multiple stimulus checks, hashtag MSC, $10,000 grant, $10,000 hazard pay, Social Security beneficiaries getting 20% increases annually. It's just all coming to the surface. If all this happens, if you're not subscribed, please do, because boy, when something breaks, it breaks like a ball in a tea in a tea shop, in a china shop, because today it's breaking. I'm going live, I'm going taping, the set's changing, I'm here, you're here, and wow, it's just a great day. Also like this video, and you're doing a great job of it. Every video is getting about 7,000 to 8,000 likes. In this video, I'll go over why the balance of power for Mitch McConnell has literally gone from really nice to really bad news in just minutes. And what does this mean for your stimulus? Why could suddenly big, bold, beautiful stimulus be coming to you in a way that just 24 hours ago, I was saying, I don't think Mitch is going to give you $10,000 hazard pay. You might be getting $20,000 hazard pay at this point. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news, as you sit here today, is that Mitch McConnell's in big trouble and could lose his seat as the majority leader of the Senate. And if he does, there's no Republican negotiator for the Republicans anymore. There's no negotiations. It'll basically be whatever Joe Biden wants is what you're going to get. And so far, everything that he wants, you're really excited about. Let's go over everything that would pass like that if 2 Georgia seats fall to the Democrats in a January runoff first. And I'm not saying you have to wait to January for stimulus. I'm talking about the January runoffs. First, you could get that SSDI, SSI, Social Security beneficiaries emergency check, $200 a month until at least December 2021 under the Biden transition team. That's $200 additional per month for SSDI, SSI, and Social Security beneficiaries. Next, you could get a 20% increase lifetime for Social Security. This has nothing to do with the pandemic. This is a lifetime. This is also proposed by the Biden transition team. Third, you could get a Social Security increases annually on top of everything I just told you, based upon a new index benchmark that Joe Biden wants to tag beneficiaries to, different than COLA. He doesn't want to use COLA anymore. He wants to use a different benchmark than COLA that gives you increases faster and more robust. Next, stimulus check. You could be getting multiple stimulus checks. Second, you could be getting big, bold, beautiful stimulus checks. Additionally, you get $2,000 every month for 6 months at least until the pandemic continues, or as long as unemployment does not go down to where it was pre-pandemic, the Harris plan. All these things are things that Mitch McConnell would never agree to, and they could be yours because this is the Biden-Harris plan. Next, boy, it just keeps on getting better. Hazard pay, $10,000, not watered down, not $2,000, not $1,000, but $10,000 lump sum could land in your bank account as part of the Harris-Biden plan. This is for essential workers, my Uber and Lyft, my grocery workers, my pharmacists. All you could get the full $10,000 hazard pay grant. Then EIDL grant, the old EIDL grant, the new EIDL grant. All of you. If you did not get the remainder $10,000 grant, you would likely get it now. If you did not get your EIDL loan increase, you would likely get it now. How about more EIDL grants? Yes. How about more PPP? Yes. How about that $50,000 Lifeline grant? Probably so. There's a $50,000, it's called a Lifeline grant that could come to you as well. All incredible, great news. This is all in the Biden transition papers or Biden campaign papers. Let's give you some more. Then there is FPUC, $600 a week, retroactive, yes, late July, oh my goodness. How many weeks? Well, all the way from July, all the way until the pandemic's over, not December, not January, over. Extend UI weeks, yes. Extend PUA weeks, yes. Wow. It just keeps on coming. Student loan forgiveness, yes. Student loan forgiveness up to a certain level, yes. Mortgage forbearance, of course. Eviction moratorium, of course. Oh, my goodness. And if you have to go on lockdown, a stimulus before you go on lockdown, that's what Joe Biden proposed less than 8 hours ago. You see how suddenly 2 Georgia Senate races changes everything. It changes everything because when the party that's in the White House also controls both the Senate and the House, they get incredible things done. Let me explain it in more basic terms. When you are elected president and you also win the Senate and the House, then anything that you want as president becomes law. It's as simple as that. There's no one for you to negotiate with because what you want is your way. It's your way and the highway. This happens every single presidential term where the president-elect wins both the House, Senate, and the presidency. It happened during the first 2 years of the Obama administration. He got elected, and that's when he passed the medical legislation. It happened in the first 2 years of the Trump administration. He got elected, he took the Senate, he took the House, and he got past the tax breaks and the tax cuts. Now with the House, definitely Democratic, the White House, Democratic, the question is, how about the Senate? We had never thought that the Senate was going to be Democratic. It was not part of the calculations. I said to you before the election, I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not going to predict anything. Now, on election night, a week ago, we knew that the Democrats had not taken the Senate. We knew they were down. But as races came in slowly and slowly and slowly, suddenly it got a little bit more closer and closer and closer. And a week ago today, I said, well, the Senate is still Republican because the Democrats did not take the majority, and Mitch McConnell is your chief negotiator for the Republicans. That changed this afternoon, as not one, but 2 outstanding Senate races, which I had forewarned you before the election could actually determine your stimulus checks, are now determining your stimulus checks. Those are the 2 Senate races in Georgia. By a strange Georgia law, even though they voted on election night, the winners of election night have to win by a 50% margin, have to at least get 50% of the vote. And they did not in either race. So now they're going to a runoff. It's not an easy way to win a race for any party. It's hard to say there are 2 seats and the same party is going to win both seats. But that's what the situation is now. On January 5th, people will find out if 2 Senate races in Georgia go Democratic or not. Going 1 Democratic doesn't cut it. It doesn't do anything. It has to go 2 Democratic for Mitch McConnell to lose the Senate. How does this work? If both of them go Democratic, then the Senate is then half Republican, half Democratic, exactly split half and half. And by law, the vice president, VP-elect Harris, would break the vote every time. She's a Democrat. And so anything that Joe Biden wants to pass, she would break the vote. That's the way the vice president votes under the Constitution. So suddenly, The entire universe of determining whether you're getting $10,000 hazard pay or $4,000 hazard pay or $600 of FPUC or $300 of FPUC or one stimulus check or lots of stimulus checks or SSDI increases or no SSI increases is coming down to two Georgia Senate races. It's categorically bizarre, but that's how balance of power works. Now, ultimately, if not already, I'm sure there's already a comment in this video that says, does this mean we have to wait to January for stimulus? No, I'm talking about what's going on now. And I'm sure I can already see the comments coming in that says, well, does that mean we have to wait to January for stimulus? No. Let me explain where we are. Stimulus could get passed right today. Mitch McConnell could go home and say, you know what, I got to do something. And here it is. I wrote it up, gives it to his fellow Republicans in the Senate. They're still in control of the Senate. Say, yeah, we'll do this. Put it for a vote. Yeah, we'll agree to it. They agree to it. It's something that Nancy Pelosi wants. She sends it to her. She says, yeah. Then it goes to the president. He says, I'm not going to do this. No. Sends it back to Mitch. He says, yes. Nancy says, yes. It becomes law. That's one scenario. Another scenario is that is another question that I'm getting is, can Joe Biden call up Mitch? Absolutely. Can Joe Biden pass a law? No. Can the president pass a law? No. Only legislators can pass a law. Only they can write a bill and vote on a bill. And so ultimately, the executive branch, cabinet members, presidents cannot pass laws. That's for members of Congress. But anyone can call up anyone, a member of Congress, and negotiate. You can negotiate. I can negotiate. Lobbyists can negotiate. And they do negotiate. And they do get bills. The airline business had a lobbyist. And the airline industry, 6 or 7 airline companies got a lobbyist, contacted Congress and said, write a bill. And they wrote a bill. And they introduced the bill. And they got a vote on the bill. That's the same as anyone else could do. You could do it. I could do it. Say, hey, we need a bill for bad YouTube sets. Can we write a bill prohibiting bad YouTube sets? Yes. Okay, here you go. Introduce the bill. Okay, who's going to introduce the bill? He will. Okay, yeah, he'll write the bill and it's introduced and that's it. And it's voted upon. So it's as simple as that. The next question that I'm getting is, well, does that mean we have to wait to January? No. And here is the rational situation and the irrational situation. And then you always ask me to predict the situation. I can't because I'm dealing with wacko people in Congress, not you, Congressman. The rational situation is Mitch McConnell sitting here on a Friday afternoon or evening on the East Coast would say, I better pass some stimulus because guess what? Those people in Georgia are going to be really angry at me if I don't give them stimulus come January 5th. They're going to go into the polling places and they're going to say, Republican or Democrat? Well, Mitch McConnell didn't give me stimulus. It's now January. I'm on lockdown. I have no stimulus. I lost my car, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I better give them some stimulus so they're not pissed off at me and so we win this Georgia seats. He's done this before, but he has done sort of a, what do you call it, a fake narrative version of it, where he just introduces a bill to look like he's working, and then he goes on vacation. And he's like, hey, I wrote a bill. Okay, I'm on vacation. I don't think they're going to buy it this time. People need actual money this time. They're not going to buy someone just sort of writing a bill and say, I wrote a bill for you, so re-elect, so don't go Democrat on those 2 seats. He actually has to do something. That's the rational answer. The irrational answer is, I don't care. I get paid the same salary if I'm a majority leader or a minority leader. You can go, the Senate can go Democrat. I don't care. I just, this is my last term and I enjoy that ice cream and lobster. And so, yeah, he may just not care about anyone, including his own party, which, that's irrational. But that's what we deal with. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below, and I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Go to the front channel, subscribe, because together we're getting through this pandemic. Also like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay in that life for more.